Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Controls Desk, the show where we break down controls one topic at a time. I'm Reed McLaren, the marketing manager here at 𝐍𝐞𝐰𝐬𝐥𝐞𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫 and Company. And today we're getting into something that comes up at our counter quite often. And that is, what is the difference between a current sensor and a current transmitter? Um, some people think they're the same thing. They're not the same thing. And mixing them up could cost you a trip back to the parts house to get the one you actually need. So without further ado, let's dive in to today's topic. So first up, we have our current sensor. This is the Varis Hawkeye 608 I have in my hands, and it's a great example of what a current sensor actually does. Best way to, and easiest way to think about it is think of it as an on-off switch. It clamps around the conductor, and when current flow hits a threshold, it trips. It gives you a simple binary signal, and that is current is either flowing or it's not. That's it. So where do we use this? Well, you use it anywhere you just need to know if a piece of equipment is running. Maybe you need to prove a fan or a pump. Maybe you need to verify the motor is on or confirm that a fan belt hasn't snapped. There's no fancy output. There's no signal wire running back to a controller. It's simple, or it's reliable, and you're done. Next up, I wanted to talk about the current transmitter. Now, here's where it gets a little bit more interesting. I have in my hand, again, same manufacturer, Varis, a Hawkeye 922, a current transmitter. They look almost the same, very similar, um, and it has the same clamp on concept. So you just open it up, wrap it around the conductor, but this device does something completely different. Instead of just flipping a switch, the transmitter measures the actual current draw and converts it to a proportional analog output. We typically see a 4 to 20 milliamp signal or a 0 to 10 volts DC signal. That signal gets wired back to your building automation system or controller, and now you have real data on your hands. How many amps is the motor actually pulling through? So where does the transmitter shine? Shines in energy monitoring, load trending, predictive maintenance. And if a motor that normally draws 8 amps suddenly starts pulling 12, something's wrong before it fails. That's the power of a transmitter over a current sensor. It gives you your BAS system something to actually act on. Quick cheat sheet for you. A current sensor or switch, it's a binary output, on or off. No analog wiring needed, and we use it for proof of status or run status. Current transmitter, proportional analog output, wires typically to a BAS or a controller input, and used for energy, trending, or alarms. So, quick way to determine which one you need. Ask yourself, do I need to know if it's running or how hard it's running? Do you need to know if it's on or off, or how much energy is it actually pulling? That answer is going to tell you which device to grab. A quick pro tip I always like to tell people at my days at the counter, on a lot of retrofits and BAS projects, you'll actually use both. Slap a current sensor on the supply fan for status, and put a transmitter on the chiller or air handler unit motor for amp trimming. They work great together. Just don't confuse which input on your controller is expecting which type of signal. And that's pretty much it. Current sensor is status, current transmitter, measurement, two different tools for two different jobs. And we hear that terminology used incorrectly quite often. It's easy to do. I've done it myself. And kind of the last thing for you guys, if you want us to quote you either one, or you need to know what is the right device for your application, simply head over to stromquist.com. We have selection pages built out for both of them. And we carry a lot of different options of both varieties. And our team's always happy to assist and help you get it right the first time. I'm Reed McLaren. Thanks for watching the Controls Desk. See you guys next time.